Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as Joe Goodgie's just said, that this actually did mean a lot to the people of the Royal Society. Although it is only a word or so that's been changed, it actually has huge implications, and that is including humanities in the object and functions of the society. And so we have the humanities sitting here and science and technology sitting over here. And if we can imagine a Venn diagram, I think the argument stems around whether the Venn diagram actually overlaps sciences and humanities or not. And I think it is really important, and I think Moana Maki spelled things out quite articulately, to be honest. And there has been a debate that's gone on for a number of years about this merging of the humanities and sciences and technology. And because I'm a new member to the Education and Science Select Committee, I missed out the submission side of things, and personally I wasn't fully aware of the Royal Society of New Zealand and what they did. So like all good researchers, I googled it, and there is the debate that's gone on for some time, and here when I googled, I saw the two cultures of an influential 1959 Reed lecture, Reed, R-E-D-E, and so there's been this debate been going on even since 1959, and the lecture was by British scientist and novelist C.P. Snow. Its thesis was that the breakdown of communication between the quote-unquote two cultures of modern society, the sciences and the humanities, was a major hindrance to solving the world's problems. So I found that quite amazing that people are thinking at that sort of level, that sciences and the humanities and the breakdown of communication between them, calling them the two cultures, was a major hindrance to solving the world's problems. So then what is science? So I looked up the definition of science, and science is an enterprise that builds and organises knowledge in the form of testable explanations and predictions about the world. An older and closely related meaning still in use today is that of Aristotle, for whom scientific knowledge was a body of reliable knowledge that can be logically and rationally explained. So it's stating there that science is a body of knowledge that can be rationally and logically explained. Technology is the usage and knowledge of tools, techniques, crafts, systems, or methods of organisation in order to solve a problem or serve some purpose. Technologies significantly affect human as well as other animal species' ability to control and adapt to their natural environments, and I believe that science and technologies are probably traditionally thought to be more closely related to each other than they are to the humanities. I know as teaching technology at schools that technology was a solution to a problem or a need, the search for a solution to a problem or need. So then we come to humanities. And humanities are the academic disciplines that study the human condition using methods that are primarily analytical, critical or speculative, as distinguished from the mainly empirical approaches of the natural science. Examples of the disciplines of the humanities are ancient and modern languages, literature, law, history, philosophy, religion, and visual and performing arts, including music and theatre. Additional subjects included in the humanities are technology, anthropology, area studies, communication studies, cultural studies and linguistics, although these are also regarded as social sciences. So the humanities, of course, what they're saying is the humanities look more at the human side of things, obviously being humanities, compared to this science, which is a body of knowledge, as I've said earlier, that can be logically and rationally explained. So, Mr. Speaker, as principal at Kaitaia Intermediate School, I actually had a staff member, because the Royal Society actually do a lot of good in a lot of areas around research and promotion of studies and things like that. And there was a teacher at the school, at Kaitaia Intermediate School, who actually took a year's leave with pay paid for by the Royal Society of New Zealand, where she undertook a study of 90 Mile Beach and the effect of pingao, the native plant similar to hard flax, and the effect of that on the sand dunes and erosion and toheroa, would you believe, because there's a belief that that toheroa have spawn that attach themselves to the pingao. So it was a scientific, a year-long scientific study by this teacher that was sponsored by the Royal Society the Royal Society, sorry. And I just wanted to use that as an illustration of the good work they're doing. And as I was going through their website, I just saw the number of ways that they support and sponsor high school students on overseas trips to do higher study. They support all manner of research projects. And I think it's important that just to raise this, because so that the people out there to whom this bill really would mean not a lot, I think that it's important that people do hear and understand just exactly what the contribution to that the Royal Society of New Zealand makes to New Zealand. So the object, which is Section 5 of the Royal Society of New Zealand Act 1997, is the section that has had a change, or one of the sections that's had a change. And it says the object of the society is the advancement and promotion of science and technology in New Zealand. That's what the Act currently says, and that has been changed to or amended so that it says the object of the society is the advancement and promotion in New Zealand of science, technology and the humanities. And I've explained what the technology, sciences and humanities, what's involved with them. But some of the humanities, Mr. Speaker, sociology is one of them, and sociology is the study of society. It's a social science, a term it's sometimes synonymous, which uses various methods of empirical investigation and critical analysis to develop and refine a body of knowledge about human social activity, often with the goal of applying such knowledge to the pursuit of social welfare. Subject matter ranges from the micro level of agency and interaction to the macro level of systems and social structures. So that's one of the areas, the fields of the humanities that is being brought into this Act, or the amendment of this Act. Anthropology is another one, Mr. Speaker, another field of the humanities. It's a study of humanity. It has origins in the natural sciences, the humanities and the social sciences. Anthropology asks what defines humans, who are the ancestors of modern humans, what are humans' physical traits, how do humans behave, why are there variations and differences among different groups of humans, and how has the evolutionary past of Homo sapiens influenced its social organisation and culture. So Mr. Speaker, it's just giving a broad outline to those people out there who sort of are wondering what the Royal Society of New Zealand does and what this particular bill is about. I think that we need to recognise the massive contribution they give to research and to education in New Zealand. Even though that this is a non-controversial bill and it's going to probably slip through under most people's radars, I think it's right that we do give them a full time and talk about the great work that they are doing, the work that they have done, and hopefully the work that they'll continue to do in New Zealand for many, many more years to come. Kia ora.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Amendment Bill, second reading.
This bill is set down for committee stage next sitting day. Call on members' orders of the day, numbers 1 and 2.
Education, Freedom of Association Amendment Bill, Committee.